Hello and welcome to Cryptic Change. This is just a short video to let you know what's been going on with BlockFi in the recent days and the big scandal that's still developing. Now this all started back in April when BlockFi announced a promotional campaign where users would be paid an extra 10% for any amount of stablecoins they would have in their account. This all sounded like a pretty sweet deal, so many people jumped on the chance and filled up their accounts with stablecoins. But the problem started now in May as people began receiving their rewards for this campaign, but instead of BlockFi paying them in the stablecoin GUSD, which they were supposed to receive, they instead paid the same amount in Bitcoin by mistake. And as fun as it sounds to receive 701 Bitcoin by mistake, you gotta remember BlockFi is basically a bank and people trusted them with their money, so them making a huge mistake like this does not bode well for their reputation. After all, this money had to come from somewhere, and BlockFi's money comes from its users. And this turned into an even bigger problem as people started withdrawing the money they had mistakenly received. BlockFi then had to go on a crusade to get people to return money they did not rightly own. And even though those who had mistakenly received this money was supposedly less than 100 people, this turned into somewhat of a nightmare for BlockFi when they had to beg them to return their money. And you can only wonder how much they actually lost with this mistake as they started to offer people $1,000 to return money that was rightfully theirs. But if that wasn't enough, things got even worse as allegedly they started accusing people who had withdrawn their own money, which was totally unrelated to this mistake. And the sad thing about all this is that up till now, BlockFi has been the most beloved platform in the crypto interest game. While several of their competitors has received a lot of criticism for various other issues, BlockFi has continuously been hailed as the shining beacon and almost universally loved. But naturally, they're also just a company run by human beings, so of course they'll make a mistake every now and then. And as with all human error, it often matters less what the actual mistake was as it does how you handle the situation afterwards. And sadly, so far, BlockFi has not been doing great. At the very least, this has made a huge crack in their otherwise sparkling reputation, and they're going to have to work very hard to get back even half of the trust they once had. And that's all for now, my cryptic friends. If you have money on BlockFi and if you want to stay updated on this situation, please remember to click the like and subscribe button, and I will go on to produce more content like this.